Hello, everyone. Say hello.
Hi.
Who are you?
The spawn of Satan. No, I'm just
The
kidding.
spawn of Satan. Woohoo! Don't I make beautiful spawn?
I'm not a son of a bitch. I'm a daughter of a bitch. Just kidding.
She's my child. I love her. So, I have 3 children. You've met one of them. Rhiannon is the middle one.
That means I'm the least favorite child.
That's what she thinks, but it's really kind of funny because my youngest and my oldest both have my coloring. They have the hazel eyes. They're crazy in a good way now.
I've gotten more crazy as the years have gone on.
Yes, yes. Rhiannon came out fair as could be.
I thought you were going to tell them the ugly story.
Well, I will because it's funny, but and with blue eyes and like, well, she had no hair, but when she was really little, she's a blonde naturally, but I mean really blonde hair. And I was like, who are you? Because I don't know. The other 2 look just like me. We actually do look alike. We just have different coloring.
I look like you more when you were younger. Like when I see pictures and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I got
so
my chubby cheeks from you.
I got my chubby cheeks from me. So the story she's telling about, now she's going to roll her eyes, but my son, my firstborn,
was the most beautiful child and blah, 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 blah.
He was gorgeous, and all the nurses had to come to see him because he was a natural delivery, but his head wasn't squished. I mean, he's a beautiful baby. So, Rhiannon is a Taurus. She was due on May 1st. She waited until May frickin' 11th to come along.
Okay, but can I just say something?
Yes.
I waited because I knew that if I was going to be born on Mother's Day, you would get free shit, and you did.
I did.
So you can't really complain too much.
I know. She was born on May 11th, 1990, which was a Mother's Day that year. So she was my Mother's Day gift. You were worth the 11-day wait. And you were worth it, girl. But I did. I got a bunch of free stuff. Kodak had just come out with the new Advantix camera, which did the, what do you call those, panoramic views? And yeah, so I got a camera. I got a year's supply of diapers. I don't remember everything. Okay, excuse that interruption. The battery goes off. It doesn't fucking tell me it's gonna go off. So we're sitting here talking. Anyway, so we're gonna tell the story about Rhiannon's birth, which we were. But my mom came to the hospital and she was holding little Rhi in her arms. And I mentioned how beautiful my son was. Now Rhiannon came out looking like she'd been on a 5-day bender. She was very, very puffy. She had blotches on her face, her lips. They were so swollen. I can't explain the massiveness of these lips.
And now I want lip injection, so it's kind of like I did a 180.
Yeah.
No, that's a 360.
360. There you go.
Why do I always fuck that up? I did that the other day.
I do that though too. And her lips were orange. I never figured that out, but they were orange. Anyway, so my mother is holding her, and she looks at her, and she looks at me, and she looks at my sister. She says, well, she's no Jonathan.
I can't believe she said that.
I know. And Stacy and I admitted later that we were both like so relieved that her lips went down, because at the time when we're saying, oh, look at her beautiful full lips, we were both like thinking, damn, those are some big lips. Anyway, so we got cut off. We had a really good video, but this will still be good. So we were talking about the things that, the challenges of having me for a mother. And you said, yeah.
I'm like, okay.
That, no.
I was saying how I was really shy when I was younger. Like, very shy, which is weird because I'm still shy when I'm around new people now, but I'm not a shy person.
No.
I don't know. Anyways, so when I was younger, I got really embarrassed by things that you did or things that you said. in front of other people, or just random things. I don't really know.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I'm an outspoken person, and I definitely am an inappropriate person. So the fact that my children grew up so well it always kind of amazes me.
We learned what not to do.
Right, exactly. Exactly. So, and what did you like?
What was it? Oh, I was saying I like that, like, when I was younger, all my friends liked you. What just happened?
That was my phone.
Oh, I thought that was the camera.
Yeah.
I feel so distracted now that our
the other video cut off. Yeah.
I was saying that my friends always liked you, which is weird because I don't know why I was so embarrassed then all the time because everybody liked you, but yeah, I liked that you were a cool mom. I could talk to you about anything. I never really had to worry about that.
Yeah.
Especially in high school, people were like so worried to tell their parents things, and I was like, who cares? Like, just talk to them.
Yeah.
But I didn't get that some people's parents would be really upset with them because it's not that you never got upset with me, you'd be upset with me, but you could still talk to me about it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I said when we just shot the video before when it cut off that I'm someone who's made a lot of mistakes in my life, and I felt that it was better to have my kids come to me and feel that they could say anything. And for the most part, you know, they told me everything. I mean, John hid some things from me, and I'm glad he did now that I know what they were. But, I mean, I've just never really had to wonder where you were at emotionally or what you were thinking about or things that you were going through. You know, and definitely a pick my battles kind of mom because I just felt like some shit, it might piss you off and annoy you, but it's normal. Let it go. If there were big things, that's what I wanted my battles to be about. So.
Yeah.
I was talking about the things that were funny about Rhiannon and the things that were challenging. And the biggest challenging thing with Rhiannon has always been how stubborn she is. And getting her up as a little girl was horrible, horrible. Her brother one time was so sick of the bitching in the morning. And because she wouldn't bitch, I would be bitching. She would just sit there crying, like full on head back. She didn't want to wake up, first of all, and she didn't want to get dressed. So my son picked her up one day and carried her out to the car in her pajamas, and that is how she went to school because we just couldn't take it. She loves to sleep still. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I slept till 12:30 yesterday, which I haven't done that in a really long time, since like high school, but
right.
It felt good.
Definitely. I said in the other video that even now, like if she's sleeping and I want to go in and cuddle, I don't just go in and cuddle. I open the door to see, because I can see if she's looking at her phone, so I can see if she's arisen yet. But, yeah, and the clothes thing, we talked about that because she really at 5, I mean, from 5 to 7, I could still get her things from time to time, but man, she pretty much at 5 put her foot down and would not let me shop for her. And there were times I might be at the store and I'd see something, and to me it said Rhiannon all over it. And I'd get it home, I'd be so excited knowing I got her something that she was gonna like, and she freaking hated it.
I wouldn't say I hated it, because I always tried to pretend that I liked things when people would get them for me. But I'm like, everything shows on my face, I feel like.
It does.
Like, if I don't like something, I'm like, great, I love it, thanks. Yeah, if I actually like something, you'll know.
Right, you don't have a good poker face.
No.
At all.
I try, but I don't.
Right, right.
If I don't like something, I ain't wearing it.
I ain't wearing it, that's right. Now, the thing that, as reserved as she is, and as, well, I don't want to say reserved anymore, but definitely you were reserved.
Yeah.
As a kid. you would have these moments of spontaneity that were hysterical. And I didn't tell this story in the first video, but when Rhiannon she had to have been about, I'm going to say 7 months old. And my sister and I took her to Applebee's. And
I wasn't talking at 7 months old, though.
You didn't talk.
Never mind. I know what story you're telling. Okay, never mind.
And she, these guys walked in, and they looked like something out of the movie Revenge of the Nerds. I mean, the Band-Aid on the glasses, the what do you call those pencil things, holders?
Suspenders?
No, it was like one of the guys had like pens and pencils in a little case in his pocket on his like dress shirt. But Stacy and I saw these two guys coming in, and we were just like, what the hell? And Rhiannon, and she's a baby. That's what kills me, is she's a baby. Rhiannon follows our eyes, and she sees these two guys, and her eyes get really big, and she throws back her head, and she laughs. And it was like an adult just belly laugh, and people at all these other tables started looking at her, and she'd like be like this laughing, and she'd start to calm down, and she'd go and then me and Stacy would start laughing again. She'd start again. It was the most awesome thing. And then
and I still like laughing at people.
Yes you do. You're evil, but you don't let the people know.
I don't. That would be mean.
Right.
But like when I see someone out in public, I'm just like, what the fuck?
What is going on there?
Like people who come into Bath and Body Works, no offense.
Oh my God, I can just imagine. Retail.
There's this one. I gotta tell about the crazy lady.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
I've told you about her.
I think
so
you have.
So she comes in on New Year's. I think it was, well, New Year's we weren't open, but New Year's Eve we were open.
Okay.
I worked it, of course.
Of course.
And she comes in, and she's like, y'all got candles on sale, blah, 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 blah. And we're like, yeah? Like, okay, calm down. First, and I would like to explain her hair first. She has, like, grayish blonde hair that's turning gray. It's shaved on the sides, and then there's like a little bit on top, and she just puts like one pigtail like on the top,
like a sumo, sumo wrestler, or a, what do you call them? Samurai.
Yeah.
Yes, a top knot.
She's telling us how she lets her kids play with her burning candles and all this stuff, and we're just like, okay, we're like trying to get her out of the store, and my coworker Joe, gets stuck with her, of course. Mm-hmm. And Joe is like the nicest person when it comes to customers, so obviously he's not going to say anything. But I mean, we're not allowed to say anything. Yeah. But then she's telling us, she's like, yeah, I got myself a whole bottle of Hypnotic. I'm going to go home and drink it all by myself straight out the bottle. I'm not using a glass or nothing. And we're just like, yeah, okay. And she's come in a few times since, and we all are just like, who wants to deal with her? And then I literally was at Target one day, because she must live in our area. I work like 2 minutes from my house. But, so I hear her voice, and I knew it was her in Target, and I ran.
Because she might recognize you and be like, oh!
She would, probably. That's why I was like, oh God. And then, like, I slowly turned back, and it was her, because I saw the little freaking ponytail on her head.
Top knot.
It wasn't even a top knot, because she doesn't have enough hair. It's like a little... it's like when you take... Pebbles! It's like when you take a... like a little kid, like a baby's hair, and you put it all up in one little sprout. Yeah. That's what it is.
That's freaking hilarious. Oh my God.
There's also this lady with well, she claims she has bronchitis. To me, she's just been smoking for 40 years, so, you know, you probably have lung cancer. And she's like...
Hey, I've been smoking almost 40.
She's probably been smoking more than 40, because she's old.
Okay.
But she's like... She always talks like this, because, you know, she can't talk.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, oh, I gotta... First of all, we close at 9. She comes in at 9 every night. She told us... She told us she does it on purpose. So that she can get her full attention from us. She comes in with, like, 10 books of coupons, so obviously she's a scammer, because she uses all of her different family members' information
I'd be like, bitch,
to get
please.
coupons.
Bitch, please.
And she wants to use them all. She makes us take her, because she uses a walker, she makes us take her like 10 bags out to the car for her after we're closed.
Right.
And then proceeds to sit there and smoke a cigarette with whatever employee I'm working with at the time. And has like a full-blown conversation, so we can't leave till like 10:30, 10:45 at night.
Torture.
Anyways, that was totally off subject.
That's okay. That's okay. I just wanted to tell the one other story because it's so freaking funny, and the battery better still be running. It's about Rhiannon and how I was talking about how she was reserved. Now, I've done a whole video on swearing, so you know I swear. If you've watched any of my videos, you know I swear. My oldest son came out swearing, and my youngest pretty much the same. Now, Rhiannon would swear, but she didn't say the MF word or the F word nearly as much as the other three of us did. She would drop something and go, shit, you know. Well, her brother tortured her, just tortured her, and she was probably about 6 or 7, and she asked me if she could have a diary. So I bought her a diary, and it was the kind with a little lock on it, but like you said, why even have the lock? Because you can just jimmy it, it comes right open.
Yeah.
And so John had been torturing her. Well, a couple days later, he was rifling through the girls' room. And I hear him burst out laughing. And then I hear, Mom, come here. And I go in their room, and he's got tears. He's laughing so hard. And here, Rhiannon had written in her journal, I hate Johnny. He's a fucker and a bitch. And fucker was F-U-K-R, and bitch was B-I-C-H, bitch. So that was Rhiannon. Like, you know, it didn't come out very often, but when it did, it was big and it was funny. So, yeah, that's my Rhi. Anyway, I'll wrap this up because it better still be filming. I can't see from here if it's still filming. And the battery wasn't fully charged. But what I did say is how proud I am of you. I love our relationship now. I feel like we've been through hard stuff, but I love you and I'm really, really proud of you. She has an awesome boyfriend. Rhiannon, you know, she was friends with him for a long time. She kind of Rhiannon bides her time. It's that Taurus in her. And same with her job. Like, she hates it, but she's sticking with it. She hasn't just walked off saying, I'll find something else. I know she'll either go to school, which she's thinking about, or find another job before she just walks out of there. So I'm just very proud of you. I miss you because you're gone a lot, but I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you for doing this with me.
Yeesh. I feel very tired now from sitting here this long.
I know, it's like, okay, I'm going to check. This better still be rolling, but thanks for watching. Bye.